Hey, Slider Crusaders, have you seen this video of Anderson Cooper chastising the Florida Attorney General, essentially saying she can't grieve about the loss of life in Orlando, and she can't help the victims because she didn't support gay marriage in the past? And this whole conversation spiraled into this pathetic display with Anderson telling her that she insufficiently tweets gay flags on her Twitter. Insufficient gay tweeting! To which she responds with this.
Well, actually, if you look at my website now, we have hands clasped together, all different colored rainbow hands.
The next day, the New York Times officially declared the narrative for this terrorist attack, and that is, this is a Republican-led hate crime. They wrote, hate crimes don't occur in a vacuum. They occur where bigotry is allowed to fester, where minorities are vilified, and where people are scapegoated for political gain. That's Muslims. Tragically, this is the state of American politics, driven too often by Republican politicians. So first, it's you're not allowed to grieve after Orlando because you're a bigot, always have been. Now it's you are partially responsible for the terrorist attack. How the heck did that happen? And it happened like that. Now that's on the cultural side. No matter what, it's always your fault. On the political side, it gets maybe even worse. This is the senator from West Virginia. He wants to prevent people from buying guns, but can't because of that pesky old piece of paper that a bunch of slave owners wrote.
But due process is what's killing us right now.
Ah, yes, that would be the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution. Also, Congressman Grayson said that one of our foundational truths in this country, and that is that you're innocent until proven guilty. He said it doesn't apply here when deciding whether or not they should keep you from buying a gun. That doesn't apply. To quote Stephen Miller, the left is this close to saying the U.S. Constitution is killing people. It is amazing how fast this Islamic terrorist attack has been turned into a Christian hate crime against gays. I almost feel bad for ISIS. What do they got to do to get any credit around here? The guy called 911 during it and said this is for ISIS. And here we are a week later still asking, oh, but what was his motive? They hate the infidel. Worldwide caliphate, that's his motive. What do they got to do? You know what's an amazing quote that no one's paying attention to? This is from the FBI director.
We are looking for needles in a nationwide haystack, but we're also called upon to figure out which pieces of hay might someday become needles.
That's an amazing thing to say. So you got to ask yourself, why would a piece of hay, a Muslim, turn into a needle, a terrorist? Well, one thing that would prevent that transition is proper assimilation. But Muslims don't do that too well. Have you ever wondered where we get the term Islamophobia? That was just invented in 1997. It was invented by Trevor Phillips. He was the head of England's Equalities and Human Rights Commission. He put out this report called the Runnymede Report. That's where the word Islamophobia first started. This guy was worried that too many people were being mean to Muslims in England. And Christians are bigots, and Muslims are amazing and wonderful, and we should welcome them all with open arms. And because of this word Islamophobia, now any criticism of Islam is treated like you have a clinical neurosis. That was 20 years ago. Today, he says, I got almost everything wrong. In that report, I got almost everything wrong. Here's a quote. He says, for a long time, I too thought that Europe's Muslims would become like previous waves of migrants, gradually abandoning their ancestral ways, wearing their religious and cultural baggage lightly, and gradually blending into Britain's diverse identity landscape. I should have known better. He said, some of my journalist friends imagine that with time, the Muslims will grow out of it. They won't. You can do whatever you want with that, but this unholy alliance is formed between the left and Islam, which is perfect for them because they both hate the Constitution. I'll end here. Don't despair. Times are going to get worse, but people won't be able to ignore the truth for much longer. Stand up for what is right and righteous. Let's stick together. We talk a lot about this on our radio show. You can check it out, 760kfmb.com.